Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another review on the channel, and I got something a little different for y'all today. This isn't actually a 1/6 scale figure review, it is a 1/12 scale figure review. And I thought, what better figure to start with than the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Deadpool. Yeah, it's a great figure, I love it, and let's get into it. We're going to start with the box first. So, of course, this is kind of just the same format as every other Maximum figure. We got Maximum Series Deadpool right up front. Some like arrows / drawings. Marvel Legends right there. It's kind of a simple box. Then we just kind of got an open window with the figure and the accessories. On the side, we got some more figure photography right there. Oh, a little bit of dupe. On the back, more figure photography. Oh, let's see if there's more. Of course, more of that figure photography. More of the drawings, kind of hinting towards, you know, Deadpool's kind of style, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, it's a really simple box. We got Maximum Deadpool up here on the bottom. Just all the legal crap. It's a really simple box design. Yeah, you see all those hands. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on right now. But yeah, it's a really simple box. But yeah, let's go on and take a look at the accessories. Alright, so we got all the accessories out, and honestly, there's a lot here. I don't know what to start with, but, you know, I think we're going to start with dupe. I know that's probably the best part of this figure, but here, he has this clear kind of a stand, if that's what you want to call it. But, I mean, there he is. Not a whole lot to look at, just a green blob. There's some bumpiness towards the head. And, of course, the excellence, and the arms are actually articulated, which is pretty cool. Both of them are. But, yeah, I mean, you're not really expecting a whole lot of detail. It's Marvel Legends, but, for Marvel Legends, it looks good. And then we got a buttload of hands. So, first of all, it's kind of these, like, well, actually, they're just closed fists. If it'll focus. Okay, it's not going to focus, but still, I mean, you can tell. It's just a closed fist. Again, not a whole lot of detail. But, I mean, it looks pretty decent. And then next, it's kind of these, I mean, they're trigger hands. They're for the holding guns. Doesn't look too bad. And then these hands are kind of unique. There's a kind of finger gun hand. And then a thumbs up. Those are pretty cool additions. I think they add a lot to the character. And then lastly, it's just a normal holding hand for his knife, his swords, the dynamite, whatever. Speaking of which, we're gonna get into the kind of funny accessories. So first, we got a lit stick of dynamite, and of course, you could have Deadpool doing absolutely anything with this. And then we have, of course, I don't know if it would be Deadpool without it, but a tiny little chimichanga. Little focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. But you can kind of see the outline. And then we also have a separate head sculpt, which is kind of like a half mask. Like the mask is kind of pulled up a little bit. Okay. I don't know what is going on. There we go. I mean, you can tell he's burned a lot. He's smiling. He looks psychotic as usual. And then next up, we just have, you know, his normal pistols. Again, it's just random. It's just plain sculpted plastic. No detail at all. And then we actually have 3 other guns. So first off, this is kind of an LMG, if that's what you want to call it. And then there's an AK-47. And then honestly, I have no clue at all what this is. But a cool addition is there's these blast effects that you plug into the barrel to make it look like it's shooting. And then for the blades, we have, of course, just his katana. You do have 2 of these. I don't know why you wouldn't. And probably the best one, we got baby knife. But yeah, we've taken a look at all the accessories, and I think we can finally take a look at the figure itself. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this figure actually looks really good for a Marvel Legends. I mean, they're not really known for their, they're not really known for having good quality figures, but just look at that. Again, it's not really detail because it's not actual material, but even if it's sculpted plastic, there is kind of like a stretching illusion if the fabric is stretched around his body. But, you know, there's a lot of straps, there's a lot of patches. Of course, there is the katana holder on the back. The holder for baby knife, and 2 of his holsters right there. He's got the Deadpool logo belt. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But, yeah, we've got a good look at the figure. There wasn't really a whole lot to look at. And I think we can finally get to some size comparisons. Alright, so we got Maximum Deadpool laying next to Maximum Spider-Man, and honestly, I can't really tell if there's a height difference here. It kind of looks like they're the same height, but, and these honestly don't look horrible paired up together. I mean, of course, if you want to have the entire Maximum line together, that makes sense. And if you do that, these honestly don't look horrible. Alright, we got Maximum Deadpool standing next to Maximum Hulk, and there is quite the size difference here, I'm not going to lie to you, but that is as expected with a Hulk figure. Again, just like Spider-Man, these don't look horrible together, so if y'all want to pair them together, I feel like it could work. But we've gone through size comparisons, and I think we can finally move on to articulation. Alright, going over articulation on the Maximum Series Deadpool, we'll start with the head sculpt. There actually is articulation at the base of the neck, so the head sculpt will go forward to there, which is quite a bit. Back to there. Swivel, and just a little bit of pivot. The arms will go up to just there. Full 360 rotation. There is a butterfly joint at the shoulder. Swivel at the bicep. A double bend at the elbow, and just a normal Marvel Legends wrist peg. The torso will crunch forward to there. Not a whole lot. Back to there. And there is some swivel and a little bit of pivot. The legs will go up to, way up to there. They will go out to there. There is a swivel at the upper thigh. And a double bend at the knee, basically giving you full range. And then at the foot, there's swivel, I think that's boot swivel actually, ankle tilt, and of course, toe articulation. Alright, so finishing up on the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Deadpool, this is a really good figure. It's pretty good articulation. It looks really good. I think they did great with the comic design for Deadpool. He pairs up well with the other Maximum figures and really any other Marvel figure you have. I would highly recommend this just because, I mean, all the Maximum figures have been great so far, and this is just a great figure. This honestly is probably the definitive Marvel Legends Deadpool. But yeah, this is a really awesome figure. I love it, and that's all I got to say, and I will see y'all in the next review.